Well, hello there, happy stampers. Lovely to see you all. So if you've ever wondered how to try and get on to watch me live straight away, there are 3 ways you can do it. You can subscribe to my Artful Stampin page on Facebook. I always post my live straight on there. Now, you may not want to watch it as a link from Facebook, but it certainly will remind you to come onto my YouTube channel, which is Artful Stampin. And if you subscribe by pressing the subscribe button and press the bell to get all the notifications and make sure your device is switched on and pinging, then you will get notified when I go live. I do have a WhatsApp system. It seems to work most of the time, but sometimes not always. So if you use WhatsApp, the app, then you can email me ruthtrice@gmail.com and I can add you to my broadcast list. It doesn't mean you get inundated with spam messages. Basically, I'm the only person that can message you, and I tend to mainly just send the link for when I go live, and then you've got a couple of seconds to get on here. But anyway, even if you join me afterwards, please do say hello, and it's always great to have your company. Oh, obviously. Now, do you spy a new stamp set? Da, 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 da. It was on my kind of maybe get later list for a long time, and I think I managed to bag a half price item recently, so I got that with the punch because I realised I really did like the punch. It's the tag topper one, and I've used my other one so often that actually I thought it was nice to have something with a little bit of a slightly different tag top on it. So I might break it out today. I wasn't going to do Christmas things, but when I went to type in my title, it automatically came up with the word Christmas. And I thought, you know what? I did promise that I would try to do a few more Christmassy type things leading up to Christmas, whether it's through the colours that we choose or the style. So I might mix this up, do a bit of a one-sheet wonder and create something a little bit Christmassy with this. See what happens, get creating and have some fun on the live with you guys. So just grabbing some paper. I've got some Whisper White here. I have got some very vanilla. See how we do. I've got a couple of ideas of how to maybe get some colour down. I've got Blossoms in Bloom here, which is a really fabulous big stamp set if you want to get some colour down. And I just need to, I've got my massive block here, but I put some stamps on it so that they would stay safe before I put them away, but I'll just quickly move that off. Anyway, hello, Heidi, hi everybody, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining me, wherever you are in the world. In mid Wales, it is currently raining. It is a little bit wet outside, but that is the nature of living in Wales, unfortunately. Right, there we go. Right, hello everybody. Nessa knows this well, don't you, Nessa, living in Wales? Oh, I'm in a Magenta Madness kind of mood, so that's where I'm going with this, guys. I'm in the mood for something bright and fun, so let's light this baby up, as they say. I don't know who says that, but I've heard it said. Right, I'll get going, and then I'm going to say hi to everybody who's watching on the live, but we'll get in and do some stamping straight away. Let's suck you in, guys, with some gorgeous colour just to brighten your day. Now, the thing that we have to remember is that the very nature of a YouTube channel is that this video, unless I take it down, will be here, God willing, for the next few months or years or whatever. So someone might be watching this in the future and it's not Christmas when you're watching it, so you're not interested in watching all Christmassy type things, but you may want a bit of Christmas inspiration. So we're going to go with a bit of a funky pinky Christmas theme. So it's snowing with Sabine. Oh, lovely. The other thing is that we have people viewing from all over the world. So in Australia right now, it's coming into their summer. Whereas over here in mid Wales, we are obviously coming into winter. So So it's always fascinating to hear everyone's sort of weather stories. So we're very British on this channel. We talk about the weather. So if you're wondering where I'm from Mid Wales, and I've lived here for 20 years. I went to university on the east coast, Aberystwyth, and I used to pass through the town I live now. Never thought I'd ever live here one day, but I do. I do. And I'm getting gold gilding flakes everywhere after last night's live. I think I could do with one of those little mini hoovers in my room. I think that would be handy. Right, I want something pink in the centre of these, but I don't want it to take away from the pink I have here. So I'm going to go with Melon Mambo, which is just a sort of shade darker than the Magenta Madness that I've just used. It's almost like a grown-up Magenta Madness. It's just a tad different. I just can't bear having gaping holes in the middle of my flowers, so these have to be quickly coloured in. Oh, I know what, I'm going to sit down. That might help. So how is everybody today? What have you guys been up to? Those of you watching on the live. Just going to get my video up so I can read your comments. In Canada, we laughingly called it the wet coast. Ah, I did not realise that. Oh, that's true, Deborah. Yes, maybe I won't get a hoover. I could put one of those like pop socks over the end of it though, couldn't I? And so I could pick off actually that would be great, because I could like immediately clean my desk in one go. I'd put a little pop sock over the hoover, just go and then just like empty it into a bowl and then go, I want that, I want that. Oh, there's that die, there's that stamp. Oh, someone else has been cleaning today. Very good. Right, I want a little bit of Flirty Flamingo. I feel like just doing a little bit of blending. I don't know why, just really fancy it. So I'm just going to look for... Oh, I've got yellow on that one. So I might put some yellow in a second. Have my pink? Have I got a pink one? Oh, I do. Ooh, Deborah, how exciting. You're going to start doing a bit of art journaling. Brilliant. Have you got lots of mixed media type things, or? So this is just helping to take away that real strong contrast that we've got going on between the flowers and the white background. Oh, incidentally, anyone that's in the UK and in Europe, those pattern party masks with the brick and the polka dots, those are half price currently. So if you want some, order them now, because I have used those masks many, many, many times and they're fabulous. Okay, so I've got a little bit of pink going on there. Wouldn't mind bringing in a bit of yellow. I'm going to come in a bit closer just to give you a bit of a visual treat today. My accent went off then. Ooh, that's nice, isn't it? Ooh. I think we need to bring in a bit of a mask on these. What do you think, guys? Just going to get a bit of this yellow down to start off with. Gosh, I've forgotten about that stamp set that I'm going to be using over the top of this in a second. I'm getting a bit carried away with just doing this. That's the great thing about stamping and colours and things. You just get kind of a bit lost in it. which can be really, really therapeutic and fun. Now I know you're meant to sort of dab off, but I'm not bothering that much because I don't mind if they're the odd sort of darker marks, because there's still lots of marking going to go on this yet. Right, I want to grab one of the, I thought I had some stencils from that new dragonfly one. Oh, where have I put them? Oh, here it is. So that one. So this is part of some laser paper that's coming out in January. Part of that dragonfly kind of suite. Look at that. It's almost like a bit of a starbursty effect, isn't it? You know, and even though I did yellow there before, I'm doing the yellow again. I'm getting an even deeper effect. It's gorgeous. So what I tend to do is, if the pattern is geometric like this, I don't kind of just randomly put it on. I try and make sure that I'm always going in the same direction, because I think the randomness comes more from where you're doing it. And I think when you're creating a pattern, you do need to have a little bit of order in it as well. You can't just kind of go random everything, because then that's when you look at it, you go, oh dear. Just looks like a fairy's been sick, doesn't it? You know, the colour fairy's been sick on your page. Right, so that's some yellow done. I really want to get some pink on there now as well. So I found some old laser paper and I will use it for stenciling after watching me. Ah, fantastic. Actually, I've got some retired stuff that's sitting in my cupboard, and I should try and maybe get it out and see. But I seem to think that the older Stampin' Up! Laser stuff wasn't as thick as this. This stuff is really thick. And I'm wondering if they're cottoning on to the fact that people are actually using them as stencils. I do hope that they start coming out with stencils that are a little bit like plastic stencils, a bit like other companies do. They're a bit more hardy. Oh, that's just so pretty on its own, isn't it? Okay, so do you think I should take the plunge and still stamp all over it now? Look, I've not even used these yet. So just a tip, when you have got a brand new stamp set like this, my new way of mounting these is you get the sticker. Now, I would actually peel half of this off to start off with. Peel that off. So peel one side off, then the other side, peel the whole lot off. Very carefully lay that onto your block. Okay. Then peel. I've gone and lost most nails on this hand, so I'm finding it a bit tricky. There we go. Right. Peel that off and then have a clear surface so that you can see what you're doing. Oh, the stickers don't want to leave it. They're like, no, we don't want to leave the stamp. We're really happy here. Oh, come on. This doesn't usually happen. So try and get off as much of the sticker as possible. You're not really meant to have any paper on there at all. That's very unusual. That usually doesn't happen. I think maybe I should have taken a bit more care as I took that off. Okay, and then you need to line it up with your stamp. So this is where it's probably better to stand up and look at what you're doing. And then kind of hover, hover, hover. Line up, and kind of look left to right, up and down to make sure it's all okay. And then push down There we go, and that is now on. Now remember, when you go to remove it, make sure you do use a little bit of a nail or a pokey tool and remove the whole lot. Do not pull up by the rubber. Do not do that. Okay, I have warned you. Do not do that. Right, I fancy a little bit of Merry Merlot. Now, I got out Merry Merlot last night and I didn't use it. So, come to me, Merry Merlot. Where have you gone? Here you are. Oh, dear. Did you see that? I just scraped my Merry Merlot with my fingers. No notification, Martina. Ah, so frustrating. I definitely sent you one. Okay, so, okay, here we go. Oh my word, that is so gorgeous. Ah. You showed this a little while ago. I tried it and it's much more accurate for me to position the image. Oh, you're welcome. Someone else actually showed me how to do it. I think someone actually mentioned it on this channel in the chat. And I've been doing it ever since. And I was like, oh my goodness, mind blown. Totally works. Because let's face it, it's not the most pleasing job in the world to do, is it? And if you get it wrong, it's really frustrating. There we go. Okay. I'm loving how these, like, juxtapositions between colour and contrast and pattern are happening all over the page, and I've not really planned it, it's just happening in front of me and it's really beautiful. Like the contrast of that dark against the light there, and then the contrast of it against the pink, and oh, it's just beautiful. It's a whole paper adventure, isn't it? So if you've never stamped before and you fancy having a go, please email me, ruthtrice@gmail.com, and order a catalogue, a paper catalogue from me. You can, of course, look at the online one straight away. You don't have to wait for me to send you a catalogue. And if you do place an order, please use the current host code, and that's on my blog, artfulstampin.co.uk. Now, I'm going to stop saying www or http blah, 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 because I'm still having the odd security issues with my blog. It's not because I'm stealing your information, it's all to do with certification. The whole internet world has become so much more stricter about security issues. So what sometimes happens is if I type in the wrong thing for you to click, it will take you to the wrong address, and then your computer will flag up an issue. So I spoke to a guy who I have my domain with, and he said it's best just to give them http or just artfulstampin.co.uk and let your browser pick where to go. If that didn't make any sense to you whatsoever, don't worry. Don't worry, because I'm just now trying to figure it all out myself. Right, we also have this lovely little bloom here. And this is great for when you're doing something like this and you want it to be a bit of a filler, or you want it to look more unique to you. Because the thing about what I do in terms of demonstrating with stamps all the time is that I can sometimes get bored with my own stamps. So I love stamp sets where I can kind of make it my own. And, you know, like here, I might go, oh, I want a little bit of the flowers to stick out from this section here. So look, I've made that a longer branch coming out of there. So what about the new catalogue? When will that come to me, says Martina. Martina, wow. Santa has put your catalogue on his sleigh already, and his little elves have taken it and will be flying over to Germany maybe in the next couple of days to deliver it to your house, with maybe a little Christmas bit of cheer in it. Maybe. Only if you're good, though. So. Oh, hi, Becky. You're so welcome here. Oh, thank you. Oh. You guys leave such kind comments. Okay, so, oh, now that went out on a bit of a limb there, so I'm going to need another one. There we go. But I do love this contrast. Oh, you see, like, things like this make me so happy, because you've just got this really subtle pale yellow going into white here, and then having that dark Merry Merlot on there, just, so yum. I'm getting excited over ink and patterns. Oh, simple things. What are you guys on about? Some of you are talking about buses, and I've missed a whole section of your conversations. I'm getting too engrossed with my stamping. Ooh, late again, putting pretties on mother-in-law's weekly letter. Ooh. Are you talking about yourself, Christine? Right, I better say a quick hello to everybody who's on here while you're staring at my beautiful paper. Hello, Christine Christensen. Great to have you with us. Deborah, I don't believe it. Deborah should have the class, like, star badge for being here. Like the second, well, your time, the where you've written your hello, it's literally at the same time as Christine. So I say you two were in class first of the line. Well done. And then we've got Deborah and Deborah. We've got Deborah Davidson right after Deborah Broughton. That is just so cool. Then, hi Sheila, Sabine, Monica, Lorraine, Minda, Suzanne from Australia, DT from Portsmouth. Hi DT. Mindy, Nancy, Carol, Lorraine, Nessa, Sally Kratt, welcome. You're a new name to me. You have a power cut. Oh no. Oh, is that why you're not making your own cards, Deborah Broughton? You're watching me instead. Hi, Miss Lorraine. Who haven't I said hello to? Diane, Vicky, Bonnie, Denise Kaufman, Diane Baxter, Nancy Jo Clark, and then hi, Phoebe, Jane. Okay, so if you guys got any questions, can you type them, because I'm so sorry if I've missed any comments. Hi, Martina, Jan, Christine Gray, Amanda. There we go. Whew. Look at my new cup. Can you guys see that? This is my new cup from Stampin' Up. This is a demo like purchase. And someone said to me, I think it was Janice and not Trisha. Oh, it'll come to me. They said if you put a hot drink in there, it stays hot for hours. So you know how like you normally make a cup of tea and then you wait 5 minutes for it to cool down? With this, you have to wait like half an hour because it does not cool down. And it's got a metal straw as well. Does anyone in the States remember Romper Room? I like these colours together. It's a marriage between bold and dainty. It is. It is. Right. I don't know whether to put anything else onto this. No, I think we're okay. Maybe just a little bit of splatter. I think. Ooh, I need that mug, says Deborah. Miss Deborah, you've got to stop ordering stuff. Right, Waterfront. What is romper room? Come on, people in America. You can't just like leave that hanging. I feel like the romper room teacher every day now that I teach on Zoom. Okay, I'm going to have to look this up, aren't I? I'm going to have to look up romper room later. Okay, it's a kids show. I kind of guessed that. So these little dots are great for filling those little blank areas, what I call the dark hole areas. Not dark hole, black hole, where there seems to be like nothing in them. Oh, my life, this is so pretty. Before romper room. Oh, did you used to try and write in and get your name called out or something? Okay, I need some new colour ideas, guys, because I'm so excited about this colour scheme that I just want to kind of keep playing with it, but I need to move on. Right, where's my whisper white gone? Sure I had a whole thing whisper white. Guys, you should see my room right now. I've got stuff everywhere because I've got some stuff leaving the house. I've got presents to send. I've got cards. I've got catalogues. My catalogues arrived today. Whoosh. Clean piece of paper. Now I know some of you still find this scary. And so it's my mission to get you stamping like whole sheets. So go for it, people. Do it, do it, do it. I'm going to grab one of my good old faithfuls. A little bit of texture here. And some bold texture. This one here, Buffalo Check. So, has anyone got some colours they'd like to see me use? Oh, Cindy's working on one right now. Purple, says Kelly. Okay. I will do some purple, but I think I'll keep that for the... I'll keep the purple for the flowers, but for the background I'm just going to do a little bit of mint macaroning. I don't want a super duper strong impression. I'm just going for little bits here and there. Oh, guys, I'm so excited. So my daughter has been studying A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens for her English. And the Old Vic Theatre in London, where I saw Patrick Stewart perform A Christmas Carol many, 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 many years ago. They have a production of it on right now, and you can buy online tickets to watch a live performance. So they still perform it at the theatre, but you can watch it live from your home. So I've just booked tickets to watch it. So when you do book tickets though, you can, it's like you get one pass to log in, but you can have as many people as you are legally allowed to have in your home to watch it. And it just so happens I've gone and booked it for the day where it's going to be legal for my in-laws to be able to be in our house. So we are going to watch a matinee, and I am going to buy little ice creams for the interval, so we can have our little, you know, snacks, and might even get a little white wine spritzer going. I'm so excited. We're going to the theatre in our front room. Well, the cheapest ticket, they have different ticket range prices, and the cheapest is £20, but it depends what day you book. So I was looking at one day earlier in the day, and they still had £20 tickets available. So they go up in increments, like it's 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, and then I think 80. So by the time I went to buy our tickets, I was happy to pay 30 because, you know, we were going to have our whole house full of people. So, and my in-laws are contributing as well. But it came out that I had to pay £40, which, to be honest, £40 for 6 of us in our family, and then 2 other adults, so that's 10 of us, no, 8 of us, I can't count, 8 of us to go to the theatre. I know we're not actually going to the theatre, but for 8 of us to watch a production for £40 is actually, I think, really good. So I didn't mind paying because that was the date that was most convenient to us as a family. So, you know, I wasn't going to quibble £10, and I'm happy to support the theatre. So yeah, I do recommend it, guys. If you're having get-togethers with family over the holidays, look out for your, you know, theatres that may be putting on live performances, and, you know, support them. Yes, exactly, Cindy. That's what I was thinking, because we've never been a kind of go to the pantomime kind of family, but through lockdown, because like YouTube have had The Show Must Go On, and the National Theatre have been putting stuff on, my kids have watched the odd production, and they're really quite into it. And my second eldest son, he was in a show last year, and so he's interested in theatre, and he does drama for GCSE. So, and they, you know, yeah, they're interested in the arts. So yeah, we're going to put up, so if any of you guys watch our Sunday services, you know we use this projector screen. So I'm going to hook up the laptop to the projector, which, sorry, yeah, it's what we always do anyway. And we're going to have the big screen in our front room, and I'm going to turn the sofas around, and actually it'll probably be more comfortable than actually going to the theatre, because sometimes those theatre seats, you can get a bit of a numb bum sitting in those. So we're going to be sitting in our sofas, and then we can go to the toilet whenever we want, and obviously we can't pause it or anything, but we can have cups of tea, popcorn, whatever. No getting together here until after January the 8th. Ah, right. Well, what they're being very specific about what you can do in the UK, so that you're allowed to meet up in a limited way. It's not, you know, please don't think it's an absolute free-for-all. And we've had to decide on whether or not we're sending the children to school next week. So the school contacted us today to say that it was our choice as parents whether or not we wanted to send the children in, because if you want to kind of be with vulnerable people over the holiday period, really we should be isolating for 2 weeks before we meet up with our families and or whoever it is. So we've decided that, yeah, the kids are going to finish on Friday. And also because we're starting to plan to move house, we can do a bit of packing as well. So anyway, it's all worked out really well. Oh, I've managed to get a little mark on there. I don't know how. Okay, so I'm going to go for Gorgeous Grape now to do my more detailed thing. Oh, I forgot about this pattern stuff. What colour could I go for? Any suggestions? Hi, Linda. No notification. What, did you not even get one on YouTube, Wendy? Oh, how frustrating. Who sent me a thing? Oh, Susan. Thank you, Susan. Susan's just sent me a message about gilding flakes. Thank you, darling. Soft sea foam, says Sheila. Okay, so Sheila. Okay. So Sheila. Ooh, what happened then? Oh, something just fell off my colour caddy, the colour wheel. Oh, pool party. Yeah, that would have been pretty as well. Actually, I could do pool party for the inners of these flowers, because I haven't done anything in those yet, and I don't like a naked centre. Right, pool party, where are you? There you are. Oh, I didn't clean my stamp off properly. I was like, why is it coming out purpley? That'll be why. Not cleaning your stamps. Oh, yes. Yeah. So, guys, sometimes when I look a bit blurry, you need to change the quality of the picture on your devices, because I think YouTube automatically just tries to go with whatever your bandwidth is. Yeah, I'm watching myself and I'm quite blurry. I think it depends how many people in your house are using your internet, to be quite honest. So my son's back from university now, so I've got someone else to fight over the Wi-Fi with. To be fair though, he tends to do it in the day. He's got his college work to work on. Thanks, Wendy. I look perfect now. Oh, Wendy, are you around and about at some point? Because I need you to do something for me, don't I? It only happens with Ruth. Oh, thanks, Sheila. Oh no, Martina has got the most amazing hair, and it's not dark. It's more Snow White is more the description, not the reference. When I grow old, I want hair like Martina's. Oh, Valerie, are you in here? Just had a message from Valerie saying that she didn't get a notification. Just messaging her. Oh, hi, Melanie. Oh, no, you guys are all not getting notifications. I'm so sorry. I have sent them to you guys. Okay, so what happens is, when I check to see if you guys have got them, like, for example, let me look up Melanie, because Melanie's here. Melanie Keenan. There we go. Right. So your number's not going to be shown, right? So I have sent you a message, but it's still got the grey ticks. Like I've been sending them to you. But look, grey, 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 grey. But then 4th of December, before that, all blue. So it seems to have happened like since the beginning of December. There's some issue. And I don't get it, because some people are getting them and some people are not getting them. And then the other day, someone said, I sent them a picture of that screenshot, and they said, oh no, I did get it. It's just greyed out on yours. I'm like, whoa, okay. So maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll message every single one of you individually. Oh, Janice, did I disturb a nice bath? I was watching a bit of your chocolate box earlier. It's very cute. If you don't follow Janice at Jazzle Dazzle Crafts, she made a beautiful chocolate box earlier today. It's very, very sweet. Yes, but it's because I send notifications using what's called the broadcast system. So it's this thing on WhatsApp that you can create a group and you send out one message and it goes out to all the people in the list. But not everyone in the list sees it, just the people in the broadcast list. Sorry, they only get to see the message you sent, I sent to you. You don't get to see everybody else in that group. And I don't really want to start invading people's privacy and have a WhatsApp group. I mean, I'm happy to do it if you want me to do it, but it means that you guys then get to see everybody else's phone numbers, which is not the point. The point is that you don't get to see other people's phone numbers. You know, it's private. I mean, the other option is I could do a Facebook Messenger group. And add people to that, but oh man, we'll figure a way out. I'm not going to let it get me down. I just have to keep apologizing to everybody who don't get here on the live. I'm so sorry, because I do miss you all. So, oh, sorry to hear that, Melanie. No, I'd send it to the one group, Martina. Unless what we do is we have like a round robin where I send it to one person and they send it to somebody else. Right, I love this. Love, 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 love. But it needs some of this just to finish it off. And maybe a little bit of stenciling, I think. The stamp set it's a new one to me, Amanda. Fancy Phrases, and it is in the annual catalogue. This one here, and it's got lovely fonts. This is beautiful. Birthday wishes. I love that. Sending a little smile your way. That's quite nice. Keep it in case you need it sometime. What does that mean? Keep it in case you need it sometime. That could be quite rude. Are they talking about like a tenner or a fiver? Or like a spare sock or something. What I mean, what would you keep in case you need it sometime? Come on, people, make me laugh. Answer my question. Sending a little smile your way. Keep it in case you need it sometime. Oh, I got you. I think we could come up with some other crazy things. Like I can imagine just sending someone like a chocolate bar and go, keep it in case you need it sometime. Yeah, money. I don't know. a mop. I don't know what. It's like that game. Oh, what's that thing where you come up with a movie name and you say "in my pants" or something? My kids love that game. But anyway, you could put anything in front of that, couldn't you? Here's a slow cooker in case you need it sometime. Oh, well done, Amanda. Congratulations. I don't keep chocolate. Candles? Oh, yeah, candles. Keep the change, yeah. Right, I think we need to do a little bit of stenciling because I haven't yet on here. And I'm going to turn it over because that's a very pinky side, isn't it? And I think I need a lighter side. And I may even use the bit of the pool party. Where did I put it? Over here. Hymns under the sheets. What do you mean, Kelly Rose? Right, I'm just going to squish this down to make sure that the pink has dried. Yeah, because I used the pink on that earlier, didn't I? Oh, should I try doing it that way? Oh, no, it's the same. Some patterns you can turn and they look a bit different when you've turned them, but this one, nope, it's the same, no matter what. Oh, thank God, Reet. That's good news. Yeah, I hope you feel better soon, though. So if you don't follow Amanda's Etsy shop, it's called Willow Wood Designs. Oh, Kelly. Hi, Miss Mika. Oh, hi, Miss Bev. Lovely to see you. Not seen you for a while. Hope you're keeping well. Hi, Vanessa. Nice to see you. Good morning. Oh, sorry to hear that, Jan. Oh, pretty, pretty, pretty. Right, what else can we do with this stamp set then, guys? I'm wondering about using it as a kind of like border going up that way. Anyone got any other burning colour schemes they'd like to see me do? So Saffron, Pear, Pizzaz, Pool Party and Pretty Peacock. Yes, ma'am. Pool Party. I'll just pop some of these away. So Saffron, Pear, Pizzaz, and Pretty Peacock. Okay, so this time I think what I'm going to do is start with the stamping this first, and then I'm going to sort of faux colour in the flowers using other stamps. So this is an alternative way to do it, where you stamp the outliney type stamps first. Oh, see you, Phoebes. Oh, lovely to see you. Oh, how did I get that on there? It's worth every so often just to clean your hands. All neutral, says Kelly. Okay, depends how much time I have. How much time I've got. Oh, depends how quick I can get this done. Oh, now I've been having a think about Saturday, because we've got our Zoom thing coming up, and I wanted to somehow incorporate some stamping that I'm going to do with doing a bit of fundraising for my favourite charity at the moment, the Potter's House. Now, we've just launched a website over the weekend, last weekend, and I was wondering whether, whenever I was thinking of doing some colour challenges over the day, and then I'd go onto YouTube and do the colour challenge, and my plan was to do a 8" by 8", have a piece of 8 by 8, and do a wreath, and then I was going to do what's called a, is it called a promise auction? I can't. So if I explain it, then you can tell me what it's called. So some of you will know what it's called. Where basically, if we were doing this in real life, say you were in at a function, you have sort of different things that you can bid on, but rather than, say you were bidding on this ink pad, instead of having one person say, oh, £1, and then the next person say £2, and so on, what you would do is you would have a box with pieces of paper, and you would write down how much you wanted to bid, but you would give that amount to the charity. So you might bid like £2.06p or £3.04p or whatever it is, and whatever price you said that you were going to put in, you would then donate that amount, but the highest bidder would actually receive the product, but at the same time you were still donating to the charity, if that makes sense. So because the charity now has its own PayPal account, I thought what I could do is say, right, the bidding will open at a certain time and people can then donate, and then after an hour it would then close, and then I would announce who would have won the actual thing. But the great thing is the organisation gets to keep all your bids. Does that make sense? Do you know what that's called? Silent auction. Thank you, Janice. Silent auction, silent bidding. Okay. Because it means then that everybody can maybe donate a little bit with the chance possibly of winning something. But actually, the important thing is that the charity makes money. Yeah? Well, with PayPal, though, you won't be pledging it. You will actually be donating. And I will make sure that I have someone available who has access to the account and can see who's been bidding, who's been paying money. So I just need to make sure that there is going to be somebody around on the Saturday to check that. And then whoever wins, obviously you'll need to send me your address. And I don't mind footing the bill to post it out. That's fine. That's my donation to the charity, the cost of the postage. Okay, hope that makes sense. Does that not make hope, yeah, what can I say? I hope it makes sense to you guys. But I was trying to think of a way in which I'm not asking for absolute mega bucks from people. It's just a little donation, but it all builds up, doesn't it? So, yeah. Okay, right, so pool party. I'm thinking of using then that little flower from Blossoms in Bloom and using that to colour in my wee little flowers, but we'll see if it works. And if it doesn't work, I might move on to a different kind of flower. Yeah, it's not working terribly well for me. It's just the wrong sort of shape. What about then? We've got this little flower from All Things Fabulous. Oh, that's a better size, isn't it? The charity is called the Potter's House CBO and it works in Kenya. And I've been involved in it for the last, definitely 2 years, because I actually went out to Kenya to do some craft training with some ladies out there. And basically it tries to keep families together. So it works in a town where there's a lot of poverty. I mean, I know there's a lot of poverty throughout the whole world, I get that. But this town was particularly chosen because it didn't seem to have a lot of children's services. So there's a lot of children who are on the streets because, you know, of poverty, or they're, you know, unfortunately, adults get involved in, you know, illegal alcohol brewing and all that kind of thing. And, you know, who can blame them? You know, life's hard and you just need a bit of an escape. But it, you know, the children are obviously vulnerable, and then the parents can't afford to send them to school. So what this charity does, it comes alongside families that do want the help, and they help get the kids back into school, and they help the parents maybe do some training. They, you know, they're not a limitless pot of money for these families. They, you know, it's like the families have got to show that they're willing to want to learn and better themselves. And they also have set up support groups. So, you know, for the first time ever, you know, some of these people are actually being able to go to a weekly support group to talk about their addictions. And there are also a lot of disabled children. And, you know, disabilities are very stigmatized over there. They end up just keeping their children at home, not getting the help that they need. And so there's now a really thriving disability support group where families can come together, talk about their issues and get help and so on. So anyway, so it's amazing what this charity has done in you know, space of a very short time. And the lady who kind of started it all, she happens to go to my church. And so, you know, I've heard a lot about what's been going on with it recently. And then more recently, I was asked to help with the website. And it was the other Ruth. Ruth actually designed a lot of the website and did a fantastic job on it. And for my birthday this year, back in April, I asked people just to donate towards it. And we raised a fantastic amount of money for the charity by people just donating for my birthday, which was marvellous. Okay, I'm going to use this green leaf because I just love it. And it's here. And I've got Pear Pizzaz, and you know, this leaf and Pear Pizzaz is just like a perfect match. So, do I have the moon from Mountain Air? Yeah, that might colour that in. Yeah, anything round. Yeah, would be great. Oh dear, I don't know what happened there. Made a bit of a boo-boo with that inking. Anyway, so yes, it's just a brilliant charity, and it gets alongside folk. And we've just seen lives, some people's lives just changed incredibly. So I will share the video that Ruth made recently of it's got interviews with people, and we're very, very careful not to if we do show any children's faces, we've had permission from their parents, but generally we don't share pictures of faces of children, because some of the children are in very vulnerable situations, and we just are very careful about that kind of thing. So whereas some charities really kind of, you know, they show the pictures of the children's faces and, you know, that's the way they get money. We don't do that. You know, we just be really, yeah. Right. We will have to get together and stamp our arts out. I'm stamped with Rhonda. Hi, Rhonda. Lovely to have you here. Oh, you're another Australian. Okay. Anyway, that was the long answer to what is the charity. Those of you who followed me on this channel will kind of know a bit more about it because you probably were around when I went to... It was this time 2 years ago that I was in Kenya. I can't believe it. Right, so that's a bit of the green. Now, I feel like we need more green. And we haven't used the saffron yet, so I'm going to use to show the video. Yeah, I could send the link. I could do the link for that on my YouTube channel, but I want to kind of keep it for Saturday. I think for people who are going to be zooming. It's a lovely video, isn't it, Wendy? Wendy saw it a couple of weeks ago. Actually, if anyone was watching our church service on Sunday, we showed it then. So it's not a secret. It's you know, it is out there. And the other exciting thing is that they got a PayPal button. Not PayPal button, they got a PayPal account, so it's really easy to ask people to donate. So. Now, obviously, I'm not wanting people to... I don't want to take away from any charities that you already do donate to, you know. It's just that if you know, read about what we do and you think, if your heart is burdened, that's the way I think I would put it. You know, if your heart is burdened and you think, yep, I believe in that charity, I believe in what they do, you know, I agree with it. And even if it's just like a couple of quid, sorry, that's £2 to those of you who don't speak Cockney. Couple of dollars. Just any little helps. Oh my goodness, yes, a year out of the... Oh, you have got a huge bushfire right now, Rhonda. Oh my gosh. That was, yes, it wasn't a year ago, all the massive, massive bushfires. Okay, so I still haven't... Have I used pool... I have used pool party. I feel I just need something a bit lighter coming up through there. I could stamp the floral one. I know I haven't put a sticker on this yet, but it is... Oh, which one? This one, All Things Fabulous, and I'm mixing it with Fancy Phrases. Oh yes, that's worked. Oop, sorry. I'm a bit off kilter there. Okay. I didn't like the way that the solid of this was just too solid. I need something to offset it. And having this lighter drawn image, this outline image, is just working beautifully. Mixing it in there. And this is a very on-trend style. It's only kind of been developed in the last... Well, I've noticed it in design the last few years. Or even 2 years. Mixing line drawings with solid. And it works. There we go. Pretty. I feel like it needs more yellow now. I wonder if I could colour in some of these little... Oh yeah, we have that tiny yellow one. Not yellow. Tiny stamp. Tiny flower stamp. It's really ickle. That one and that one. Let's go for that one. How long has that fire been going on for, guys? It's the first I've heard of it. Maybe it's because I'm not listening to the news so much. Oh, I'm not sure where to put this now. No, I'm going to stop there. I'm not going to do that. Maybe, actually, some little bits of spottage. Oh, I haven't done any texture. I haven't done any stenciling yet. I could do this one. Or... where have I put my gold foil ones? Oh, found them. Got that one. Where's my Stampin' Up one? Oh, here it is. Right, so this is the Stampin' Up brush. This is going to be available in January. Can you guys see that okay? Is that coming through? Hi Anne from New Zealand. Thank you, Amanda. Just needed it, didn't it? It just needed something. Something else. There's something. Oh, well done, Janice. Kia ora. We do try and remember all the different greetings, don't we? Oh, where's my box gone? Oh, there it is. I wanted a slightly different texture. I wanted that one. Ooh, copper embossing powder. Now, technically, do we still sell copper embossing powder? Dotted with copper. That would be pretty. Thanks, Janice. No, we don't sell it anymore, but I may still have a little bit left. We could do something with the gold gilding flakes. Should we try that? Oh, I've just had an idea. What if I try and put some Versamark through a stencil? That would look so cool, wouldn't it? Right, now, how am I going to transfer the Versamark onto there without making a massive mess? I'm wondering, what about one of those little daubers or a clean sponge? See if I've got a dauber. Oh, I've got a fairly clean sponge here. That looks fairly clean, doesn't it? Okay, guys, you saw it here first. Well, you might not have seen it here first. You've seen me do it first, right? Okay, I'm just clearing the decks a little bit because I've got stuff everywhere. For days, I've got piles of stamps and... Right, let's go for something pretty. Go for this one. Okay, so I'm just gonna load up my sponge. Feels sticky. Okay, feels sticky. That's a good thing. And I don't want it to take away too much from my flowers, so I'm going to try and not get it on my flowers. Just in the odd area as a bit of a highlight, I think. Okay, I think this one will be the last one tonight, guys. Okay. Right, then I need my heat and stick powder, which is somewhere on my desk. Oh no, I put it away. I did put it away after last night. Which is here. Okay. So Heat and Stick is a product that Stampin' Up used to sell way back when, and they are bringing it back. Oh, I can definitely see that the dauber worked, not the dauber, the sponge worked. And I'm looking at it thinking I could do with taking some off because it's a lot on here. So I'm going to just remove some, because I want it to almost look like fragments, not splotches. They look a little bit too round in places. So I'm going to remove. This is really handy actually, because you can remove it from the areas that you're like, no, I don't want that hidden by gold. I mean, I do like gold, but don't want that much of it. Okay, and then I've got a bit too much down here. Got a bit happy with the dauber here. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Clear that up. Okay, nearly there. So it's worth taking the time just over details like that. like I said, I want it to be more fragmented, not splotchy. Okay, right. How do you use the embossing buddy with the heating stick? You just use it like you would. You just put your embossing buddy over the paper first, don't you? You don't do it afterwards. You do it before you stamp your Versamark, because your embossing buddy is to stop powder sticking to areas that you don't want it to stick to. So the embossing buddy, think of it like a cleanser. It cleans it of oils. Oh, sorry about this, guys. I'm going to move you up a bit. Okay, right. I'm going to have to just tip this bit into the bin. I can't seem to get it in my little thing. Right. Well, I didn't think I was going to get the gilding flakes out 2 nights in a row. But, you know, it's all good fun. So, we're heating the heat and stick powder now to make it tacky. I'm just going to put it on a lower speed. It doesn't really need a big blast. It only needs a little bit of a heat up. Hi, Glenna. Yes, so the heat and stick powder is obviously powder until it gets heated up. And when it gets heated up, it then turns sticky. Now, if you're using glitter on your heat and stick, you then would need to set it again after you've thrown the glitter on it. Actually, I think I might speed it up. Right, where are my flakes? I learnt from yesterday to be quite generous putting these on. Now, where did my little brush go? Oh, here it is. Right, I just want to pop these back in my tub before they end up all over my desk, because they already are wafting around. Come on. There we go. And sometimes you just need to sort of push them down a bit. Don't be afraid to do that. Okay, so then once you've got it covered, you can then start revealing the pattern a little bit more. So I'm going in here rubbing with my brush and trying to remove the flakes from where there's no sticky. Because remember, the flakes are sort of like flat leaves. So they stick down flat, and then you need to sort of remove them from the areas that they don't need to be. This is turning out beautifully. Oh, no, I haven't done that yet, Martina. Where's my little... I need to find what I did yesterday. No, I was, funny enough, as I was tidying my desk earlier, I thought, I'm sure I'm meant to be doing something with those. I'm glad I went over this and removed some of the heat and stick, because I don't think I would have liked it if too much had been covered on here. It's very much about accenting. It's not about, well, with this design anyway. I mean, there may be some designs where you want the gold everywhere, but for this one it was more about just a touch. So apparently the bits, if it's not coming off, it's best just to leave it, let it set, and then come back the next day. So I'm not going to push too hard because I don't want to then start removing things where I don't need to remove them. So anyway, isn't that pretty? Look at that. It's just like some, I don't know, like a painting that's just sort of oldie and worn away, and these will make beautiful cards. I think nice great big slimline cards, and then you can put the sentiments at the top. You know, if you were to cut them, you'd probably get 4 out of this actually, because you want to make as many cards as possible from something. So there we go, guys. What do you think of that then? All right, I'm just gonna, I'll let you type what you think and get rid of this, because otherwise I'm going to be picking up gold for days. And I think I will do what someone suggested about getting a big tub and... Oh no! And every time you like knock it, it just wafts around. Right, just get the lid on quick. Right, that's it. Right, so just a bit of a recap then. Oh dear, looking things out the way. So that was the first one. And so the main focal point for tonight was the Flourishing Phrases die. Sorry, stamp set, which is here. Sorry, not Flourishing Phrases, Fancy Phrases. Fancy Phrases. And with the underneath it, you know, the first layer, I use Blossoms in Bloom. This is fabulous for that kind of thing. Now, why am I not seeing comments? Oh my goodness, this has happened again. This happened last night. I'm not seeing... Right, I'm going to go back out and come back in. I couldn't see your comments. Oh, right, okay, I can see it now. Oh, thank you guys. Right, so you're saying, I love it. So pretty, blah, 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 blah. I might have to try this, but I'm sure it'll drive me nuts. Yes. I love the first one. I miss so much. We'll have to watch it on the replay. Oh, hi, Glenna. Oh, thank you, Ruth Finney. Ruth Finney, name Twinny. Right, there we go. So Blossoms in Bloom was what I laid down first of all with... Oh, let's see, my stamp mountain. It's making it hard for me to get to things. So I laid down Magenta Madness first, then I did Melon Mambo in between the centres of the flowers, then some Flirty Flamingo and some Daffodil Delight, and then we stamped the massive, the big flower image with Merry Merlot, which was on my desk. Yes, it's here. There we go. So that's the colour scheme. Mainly, basically, ombre, you know, pinks to sort of dark reddy pink, and then yellow in there, which is just really fun, really happy and fun. And we didn't use that one, put that away. Mainly those two, and then used the new stencil from the Dragonfly laser cut paper that's going to be available next year, but use whatever stencils you want, and of course the Dotty stamp from Waterfront, this one here. All right, so that was that. So I must remember to take, I'm a bit behind on taking photographs of these, so I must remember to try and do that tomorrow. And then there's that one. So again, we used that, and I brought in the Buffalo check for a bit of the background there, that one. And we went for mint macaron, Highland heather, and gorgeous grape, and then also a little bit of pool party. Now, I've used this colour scheme many times, and I love it. It's so restful and pretty. It makes the most beautiful cards. It really does. So I will probably keep coming back to this colour scheme because it is so lovely. Also, if you wanted to throw balmy blue in there or seaside spray, that it works beautifully as well. So yeah, I love that. Worked out really nicely. And then finally we used Martina's colour scheme, which was, oh, there's a bit of gold coming off there now. Pool Party, Pear, Pizzaz. I'm getting gold on everything. So Saffron and Pretty Peacock. Okay, great colour scheme. Again, very restful. They're very close together on the colour wheels, these colours. And then we added a little bit of All Things Fabulous for some leaves and for colouring some of the flowers with the fabulous Fancy Phrases, which I think I'm going to be using a lot more of that. Well, I'm going to be using it, not a lot more of it, as in it's new to me, so this is the first time I've played with it. So I'll try and make some cards maybe in the next week or so. Now, I did say Christmas, didn't I? I'm going to have to take that out of the equation. But you could see how you could quite easily make some beautiful Christmas tags. So with something like this, you know, by cutting this in half and then cutting out your tags. So you could make Christmassy tags. These would make nice Christmas tags, wouldn't they? I like those. So, did you get my blog link fixed? Yes and no, Vanessa. It's one of those ongoing issues. It's nothing really I can do until I change my website. So I think in the new year, that's going to be one of the things I want to do is design a whole new website. I'm going to go to a different provider. At the moment, I just have a blog with Blogger, and I have a domain name that points you in the direction of my blog, but because the two things are different, people's computers pick up on the difference and they flag up a security issue where there is no security issue. So there we go. The purple one is your favourite. Right, yes, sorry. 1, 2. So this broadcast has gone on much longer than I intended. But you seem to be enjoying yourselves. So thank you very much for joining me. It's always lovely to have your company. And yeah, if you make anything using these techniques, please do share it on Artful Stampin Space, which is my Facebook group, which is a lovely, vibrant, happy place. Lots of stamping and enjoying. Right, take care, Vanessa. Lovely to see you. And all the best. Night, everybody. Take care, Carol. And we'll see you guys soon. Oh, thank you, Lorraine. Oh, you don't have to choose Nydia, it's fine. Take care, guys. Bye.